You've been going steady or just met, right? There are crucial things to do and consider if you're going to be able to land her in bed. Asking for sex for the first time is what we're talking about. It's a sensitive subject, but I believe that understanding the right approach is crucial for any relationship. So let's dive right in. Welcome back, my name is Jessica. This is my YouTube channel. There are 4 broad conversations I'd like us to explore in this video. 4 things we must discuss. You, her, the environment, and the delivery. I'll take this one step at a time and divide it into segments throughout this video. So segment 1 talks about you. There are 5 important things for you to consider. And the first one is to do a body check. Now, before you even dream of having sex with a woman, make sure there's absolutely nothing about your personal hygiene that will be a turnoff. Cleanliness and personal hygiene are essential. It shows respect and consideration for the woman that you want. Take a shower at least once a day, paying attention to areas like your armpits, your groin, your feet, especially in between your toes. Dry them properly to avoid fungal infections, right? Wear clean socks, change them regularly, keep your hair clean, brush your teeth at least twice a day, and floss at least once daily. Most men like to keep their fingernails short and clean, and that's the way to go if you ask me. Apply deodorant to control body odor and keep your underarms fresh throughout the day. If you have facial hair, you want to groom it regularly to keep it clean and tidy. Use beard oil if that's your thing, or balm to keep the hair, soft and moisturized. Keep your nose hair and ear hair in check, because I know some guys who have that. And moisturize your skin. You'll definitely come out looking fresh and clean. Let's do number 2, which is to use clear and respectful language. Now, be honest about your feelings and intentions without any pressure. Communicate openly and honestly about your feelings, making sure you're both on the same page. Clear and respectful language is crucial for effective communication and maintaining positive relationships with others. Ambiguous or vague languages can lead to misunderstandings, confusions, misinterpretations of your intentions, and that's not what you want. Speaking respectfully shows that you value the other person's thoughts, feelings, and opinions, right? Using respectful language helps prevent unintentionally offending or hurting her. Words have the power to evoke strong emotions, so be mindful of your language, and that can avoid unnecessary conflict. Number 3, empathetic expression or empathy. Put yourself in her shoes. Empathy helps you recognize if the other person might feel pressured or uncomfortable with a topic or where you're steering the conversation to, right? By being empathetic, you can avoid pressuring her into taking a decision that she's actually not ready for, right? For some women, discussing sex for the first time can actually trigger feelings of vulnerability and probably even rejection, depending on what her history is. Empathy helps in handling these emotions with care and with understanding. Understand and acknowledge her emotions, concerns, and boundaries. It's crucial to create a safe and comfortable space for her to be able to really begin to open up. Number 4, establish consent. Now, to establish consent using a direct question approach, you simply need to ask her if she consents to whatever it is that you're asking her to do or asking her for. So, for example, if you're asking her for sex for the first time, you'll say something like, "I so want you right now. I'm curious to know if you actually want me sexually as much as I do you," right? If she says the affirmative, you can go on to ask, "Are you certain you want to have sex?" The second yes, in my opinion, is your green light. It's important to note that she must be given the opportunity to say no, and that her consent must be freely given. If she does not consent, then you can't proceed. It's important to use clear and concise language when asking for consent. She should be able to understand what you're asking her to do and what her options are. You should also be prepared to answer any questions that she may have. And this will help to ensure that there's no confusion or anything of that sort, especially with regards to what's about to happen. Number 5, I'd say trust your instincts. And this is a quick, simple one. I mean, intuition can be powerful. Pay attention to your gut feelings and first impressions, okay? If for any reason you feel like things aren't legit or you feel any hesitation on her part whatsoever, my advice would be for you to pull the brakes. So now that we're done talking about you, let's talk about segment 2 that highlights her. So understanding her feelings and boundaries is equally important. The major thing under this segment is to conduct a full assessment of the woman you're with, basically. And this will give you some key insights on who she is and how you can approach things. So how do you do it? I believe there are 4 simple ways to cover this. First, you want to observe her body language. It can reveal a lot about her feelings and emotions. Look for signs of openness, look for nervousness, look for discomfort. Before you ask for sex for the first time, read the situation, read her body language. For example, avoid asking for sex if she appears uncomfortable or intoxicated. Pay attention to her body language. If she seems uncomfortable or tense, hold off asking for sex. Make sure she really feels at ease and ready. The second thing you want to do is to check her social media, if she's on social media. If this is a woman you barely know, take a glance at her social media profiles. It can provide additional insights into her lifestyle, her interests, how she interacts with people, and even showcases herself. For instance, are all her pictures booty pics? Or is she well covered up? Pictures, I often say, tell 1,000 words, right? Number 3, engage in conversation and pay attention to how she expresses herself. Note her tone, choice of words, communication style. When you attempt to sexualize conversations, for instance, does she jump in enthusiastically or does she change the subject, bringing it back to sanity? Number 4, is there any sexual tension between you two? Can you feel the energy? Can you cut it with a knife? Be sure that this is not just you imagining things because you want to jump her, right? Is she really opening up to you? Is she ready for it? These are the questions you want to ask. In the third segment, let's talk about the environment. It plays a significant role in this situation, right? Now, you may want to just pounce on a woman and have sex with her without taking into consideration the location. But like real estate, I believe that if you're going to land the best deal, location is important. So ideally, no backyards, no alleyways, no back seats of a car against a tree at the beach, etc. I mean, I get it. Sometimes the thrill of being caught in a compromising position can actually add to the excitement. But remember, depending on where you are on this planet, there are rules and regulations surrounding things like these, and it could land you in serious trouble with the law. So I guess the question you should really be asking yourself is the environment conducive for intimacy? The more conducive the environment is, the more likely you are to get a green light. Now, thinking through this singular thing can determine whether or not you land that girl. Create a comfortable and romantic setting where both of you can feel relaxed and at ease. Creating the right atmosphere is important, and I can't overemphasize that. And finally, in this segment, I want us to highlight timing. Timing is everything. Timing matters. Don't rush into anything. Wait for the right moment when you both can feel that connection, when you both feel comfortable. Make sure you're both in a positive, stress-free mindset before asking her for sex. Not when she's visibly troubled, not when she's upset, or clearly not on the same page with you. Timing has to be perfect. Once you have all these things on lock, we can talk about delivery. Let's move on to the last segment. Number 4, the delivery. So if you want her coming back for more, then you need to remember to make her first experience with you worthwhile. Don't rush. Take your time. I mean, never make it about you, right? Too many men make so many mistakes in bed that it ruins their chances of ever getting that woman again. In fact, I made a whole video around this topic. Mistakes that men make in bed that basically push women away. I'll leave a link to that video in the video description below, or you can simply scan the QR code on your screen right now and check out the video. In conclusion, if you get to this point and she's hesitant to have sex with you, there are 2 things I expect you to do. The first is to either respect her decision, right? And I mean, no matter whether you think she led you on or not, always, always, always respect her decision. If she's not ready, it's okay. Pressuring her is never an option. Consent should always be enthusiastic and freely given. Be patient and understanding before you end up in a very precarious situation. The second alternative would be to find alternatives, right? If she isn't ready, explore other sexual activities that both of you can enjoy, for instance. Ask her if she's willing to consider a massage or something else that gives that same level of intimacy but draws the boundaries, right? You may get lucky after all. Well, that's all for today. If you're still watching this video up until this point, just do me a favor, write in the comments below, "I nailed it." Thanks, Jess. Now that's our secret, my way of knowing that you watched till the end of this video, and I'll send you a special coded message right back. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on any other topics that I put out. Thanks for watching. My name is Jessica. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.